Mr. Gill with Gill Martial Arts here in Asheville, North Carolina. Thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Remember, we are the only traditional, truly traditional taekwondo school in all of Asheville. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and just start bouncing up and down a little bit. Let's go ahead. And again, let your heels hit, not hard, but just do let them kind of hit just a little bit. Just give yourself a small impact, not much. And now try to be as light as you can. Make no noise, don't let your heels touch. Just try to be as light and gentle as you can. If you can hear yourself bouncing through the floor, you're doing it too hard. All right, now a little faster. Move your arms, do whatever you want with your arms. Right now we're just focusing on our feet a little bit, on our legs. And now again, as quiet as you can. Really control it. There you go. Just like that. Okay, check it out. Now from here, let's go ahead and start doing our traditional warm-up. Let's do a left hand high, right hand high, left hand high, right hand high, back and forth. We'll just do this a couple more times. Stretch out those shoulders a little bit. Now I know we do a lot of the same thing, like every single time. But remember, this is part of the warm-up. So the reason we do these things all the time is because we want to make sure we're warming up the same parts of our body. So when we start doing these actions, we're not going to hurt ourselves. So it's really important that we use a systematic method to our stretching. That reduces the amount of injuries that we have, and we also feel a little bit more better about ourselves because we're doing a good job. All right, now from here, let's go skiing. Full range of motion. Let the arm going back, go all the way back as high as you can, and let the arm coming up, go all the way up. There you go. And if you want to make your life a little bit more complex, you can try turning while you're doing it. There you go. Just a couple more times. All right, great. Go ahead and relax that. Shake it out a little bit. Now from here, go ahead and let's work on our neck just a little bit, all right? So take your head and forward and back, forward and back. There you go. Big circle with your head. Doesn't matter which direction you go because we're going to reverse it. Opposite direction now. Just a big circle. Nice and slow. Not too slow, not too fast though. There you go. All right, now take your left ear and put it to your left shoulder. Now do the right ear to the right shoulder. There you go. Feel it right through the whole neck there, right through the side. One more time to the left. Excellent. A little bit more, just feel that stretch. Breathe into it a little bit. Good job, guys. And now back to the other side, to the right, one more time. There you go. Good job. All right, show your shoulders up really tight, really tight, really tight. Now push them down, way down. Push them, push them, push them. Now take your arm, take your left arm, and put your right arm across your chest. And you want to feel that right through your shoulder, okay? So just pull it in and make sure it's nice and straight, all right? There you go. Good job. Now let's go ahead and switch sides. Again, take your left arm, bring it all the way across, and try to keep it straight. Make sure you're grabbing at your elbow or between the elbow and your shoulder. So that way you're getting a full stretch on that shoulder. All right, right arm again. Excellent. And then the left arm, one more time. All right, good job. Hands on your hips, let's go ahead and do a hip rotation. Feet about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider or a little bit narrower, either one, it doesn't really matter. We're just trying to get some flexibility and movement in our hips. So we're just kind of moving around a little bit. Try to keep your feet in the same spot. Sometimes if our hips are really tight, our feet kind of want to move. So just kind of keep them all in one spot. All right, now rotate the opposite direction. Excellent. Okay, now from here, let's just go straight into a forward bend, leaving our feet at the same width that they are right now. So bend backwards and go forwards. Walk yourself down your legs a little bit. There you go. And back up. Bend backwards. And forward one more time. Excellent. All right. Now from here, let's go ahead and we're going to do a leg stretch. So we're just going to go front leg, and then we're going to go back leg. Right. So we're going to go 1, 2. All right. So we'll just do that, and then we'll do that on the left leg. So we're just going to go back and forth. So we're going to go left leg, front, back, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg. All right, now out to the side. Let's work on that. So left leg out to the side, right leg out to the side. Left leg, right leg. Left leg. Now you notice I'm keeping my leg stiff. I want to get a good stretch through the groin, so make sure you're keeping that leg. Try not to let it bend while you're doing it. And if you can only come up to here, just come up to where you can. Right? And if that's all you can do, that's perfect. Because remember, you're not competing against me. You're not competing against your son or your brother or your mom or your dad. You're just competing against yourself for your own improvement. All right, guys. Now from here, put your hands on your knees, and then do a knee rotation. There we go. Reverse direction. Excellent. Shake it out. Okay, grab a quick breath. All right, guys. So let's go through a couple more basics. We did some back this last time. This time, let's just do a couple blocks, and then we'll do a couple block punches. All right, guys. So this time, let's go ahead and set up into a fighting stance. So a fighting stance is a little bit different than our walking stance. Walking stance has most of our weight on the front leg, a bit of the weight on the back, 70-30. Fighting stance, we have a little bit more of our weight on our back leg than our front leg. It's 60-40, okay? So we're about like this, and I'm sorry, this is actually 60-40 as well, 60-40. But now we go here, and so now we're gonna, as the person comes in, we're gonna block, punch. So the punch comes in, 1, 2. And we hold our stance kind of like a boxing stance. So the right arm is out a little bit farther forward, the left arm is down about the middle to be able to block the midsection. So from here, punch comes in, 1, step in and punch. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. So now you notice I was doing a step back, 1, 2, but now we can also do a step in. So we go 1, 2. All right. 1, 2. Let's try that 5 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, went to 7. Sorry, guys. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to the other side now. Now again, so let's work on that fighting stance. It's not one of these T stances or L stances as some schools call it. Both of our feet are kind of in the forward direction. This is able to get up on our heel, on the ball of our feet if we need it. And again, the foot that's forward is going to be the leading hand. And then the rear hand, right? So now again, we're just going to go, this time we're going to step back, 1, 2, 2. Try it again. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And one more. Awesome. Now, let's try doing that forward. We just do a couple of forward, remember? So same thing, block, but now we're blocking as we're stepping in. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. And one more. There we go. That way we're even on both sides. All right, guys, go ahead and grab your chairs. I'm just going to use one today. Yeah, so make sure that when we're doing these, that we're working on how we hold our foot. So part of the warm-up is
standing foot.
standing foot.
I want to get into what's happening when they're kicking, what's happening with the other leg.
Right. So as we're working, so as you're doing the standing foot, that's a really great question, point that Master brought up, that we can actually work on this really well. Am I close enough for you to be able to see my feet, Master?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay. So if I'm doing this front kick, watch what happens to the foot. Kind of pretty much just stays still. Just slight rotation. But now watch what happens when I do a side kick. Okay? So I rotate on the ball of my foot, full rotation.
Yeah, so particularly in parking lots and shoes, they've got to lift their heel a little bit off the ground.
Very, very important that we lift that heel. And if you're doing it on concrete or you're doing it on cement, you're going to notice really fast that your heel is grabbing. So it won't take very much. Or you're going to wind up hurting your knee a little bit. So make sure that when we're doing our techniques, that we're getting that rotation.
Well, that's what I want to get into. As some of these people are following our classes and they're starting to get better and are stronger at kicking, I want to now we've got to introduce the foot position so they don't hurt themselves.
Yes, sir. That's a really great point. So let's go ahead and work on that with this next section. So we're going to start with a turning kick. Now, I'm going to be kicking right here. So for here, see what happened with my foot? One more time. As I come around, I'm giving a full rotation. And what I want is my foot lined up. Because if I try to do it like this, my hips stay bound up. And it's hard to get some mechanics on that. However, if I go here, now I have full striking ability. And it's all because I have this nice little rotation on my foot. All right, so now from here, right leg high. Right leg high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Switch sides. Now the same thing as we come around this way. Okay. Get in the habit of letting that foot rotate. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. All right. Now, let's work on that side heel thrust a little bit. So, the same process, but now we're just going to use this for some stability. I'm going to kick off to the side ever so slightly so you can get a better perspective rather than me trying to come straight. So
We'll do a couple towards the camera so they can see what happens to the foot in line.
Sure.
The problem with a lot of American schools is they do that. The first thing he was doing, his foot was not moving because he was doing a warm-up. And
right.
then they try to do that when they're kicking for real. And they're destroying their knees.
So what you wind up having, if you don't move your foot, especially with the side heel thrust, or a snap side thrust, is you wind up having this. It's a really weird little kick. So your foot gets turned sideways. It's just bad body.
And some people even do the turning kick with the foot stationary. which is really bad for your knees and hips.
So one of the things that we do in taekwondo is when it was created, they saw that there were some problems with some of the traditional systems that they came out of, and those were joint problems. So we want to make sure, the masters who created taekwondo want to make sure that they created the most scientifically created martial system around. As a result, rather than trying to do a kick like that, they want this full rotation coming out. And 2. Hey! Okay. So as it comes out, see the rotation, I come up, and the rotation matches the extension. Again, the rotation matches the extension of the kick. Okay? So now let's go ahead and try that. Let's use a little bit of a tool to help us. So now I'm going to go straight through, like it comes through. 1. Back in. 2. Back in. 3. Now, most of the problems you're going to have are going to come in 2 phases. You're trying to kick your leg out too fast, slow down, or you're waiting too long and you're doing sort of a mule kick. That's fine too for training, because we can always work on it and improve it as we go along. So let's do just a couple more of these. Side heel thrust, bring it up. As we bring it up, the foot rotates. As the foot's rotating, extension happens. Extend out your arm for your balance. Hip. Hey. Hut. Hey. Bring it back to your groin. Hut. Hey. Good. Switch sides. So now again, nice and slow. Bring it through. Rotation begins as extension happens, finishing at the same time. Bring it back in. 2. 3. Hut. Hey. Hits. Hey. 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 And awesome, guys. Go ahead and shake it out. All right, guys. So that's 20 minutes after. It was great working out with you, getting you trained. Remember, get a hold of us online, like us on Facebook, share it with your friends. We love sharing the martial arts. We also have outdoor classes going on right now, so go ahead and get a hold of us and train in the only traditional taekwondo school in all of action. Thanks, guys. See you next time.